Hello and welcome back to Cars of Glasgow. I'm Thomas and today you join me with the new facelifted 2024 Lexus LC 500 Convertible. So stay tuned for this video. So this Lexus LC uses a 5-litre V8 producing over 457 horsepower. Now that may not sound a lot in today's world of modern era of electric cars and all that. However, it does have a nice soulful sound, and this is probably one of the best sounding V8s on the market because it's naturally aspirated. So there's no electrical assistance in here like you may see in the 500h Coupe. So all that power goes to the front. It's from the front through a 10-speed automatic transmission going to the rear wheel. So it's classic performance car, luxury muscle car territory. Now, you make your own decipher of what you think of the exterior styling. I think it's striking. I myself bought the coupe because I loved how it looked, and this convertible adds a little bit of something to it. Do you know, I do like a convertible in that flat rear deck. You make your own thoughts. Now this car is riding on the 20-inch wheels. There is a 21-inch upgrade, and it's a slightly different design from the chrome and black that we've seen on the pre-facelift model. Now inside there's a lot of technology changes that I'll cover when we get in there, but I just wanted to give you one last look at the outside before we jump in on the inside of the car. Now, from my perspective, what I have noticed with the time of this car is the fact that, you know, this feels quite low, and it's nice to have the open air environment, but the materials used on the top of the dash there, the materials used on top of this A-pillar going across the window, it's like a vinyl rubberized material, and I guess that's used for durability in case it rains or something like that. Rear space is pretty much the same as the coupe, which is pretty much non-existent. It's going to be handy for your Louis Vuitton handbag, but out with that there's not much more room back there. Same for the boot space, it's the same pretty much as my LC 500h coupe. It's still quite small because the roof folds into here. So this is the inside of the new 2024 LC 500 convertible. Now what I have noticed straight off the bat is we do have the touchscreen that's now brought forward in front of the dash. We have lost the little panel in front of the passenger there, which in the previous unfacelift, it's kind of this plastic panel that had a wee light in it and it kind of looked quite interesting. And we've lost the analog clock, so visually that's gone, but I can understand they've had to bring a larger touchscreen, and with this dash design it's going to be a little bit difficult to incorporate that into there. We've also lost the CD player, so for anybody's into CDs, we have lost that. This does have the Mark Levinson kind of emblem onto this bit of plastic down here where the CD player used to be, and with the addition of the touchscreen we now have lost the trackpad, which now has a shortcut key for the heated seats and heated steering wheel, which brings it up through on the dashboard. Now overall the material quality is very high, what you'd expect, and I do like the fact we've got the vinyl material going across here along with this kind of material on the door card here. Gone is the kind of suede material that we've got in the coupe with this more rubberized vinyl material. So in the back of the LC we've got the same kind of space that you'd expect from a 2+2 convertible. It's pretty much the same as the coupe, which means pretty non-existent, but the quality's there, and it's worth noting these little buckles for the belts are going from the inside kind of to the centre bit of the centre here, and then the seat belts themselves are centred and they go and strapped to the outside instead of conventionally strapping from the outside to the inside. So it's a little bit of an interesting note. Also, being a convertible, you're going to notice this little latch up here. This one puts the roof up, and then this one is going to be for the windows to go up and down all at one touch of a button. So with the roof up, we've got a nice canvas inside, and it's all the same ochre kind of interior the rest of the car is covered in, and it feels pretty well insulated. It is multi-layer, so it is going to do its best to insulate you from the wind, rain, and all the outside elements. Of course, you're going to get enough to hear that V8 rumble still, but yeah, it's pretty replicating what you get in the coupe, just in a kind of soft top fashion. And this is the first convertible soft top Lexus I think they've actually made. I was going to say the first one I've been in, but the SC and the IS were both metal folding hardtops, so this is probably the first convertible one a production one anyway. So this is the Lexus 12.3 inch touchscreen, Lexus Premium Navigation so well, and it is, as you can see, running the new UI that we've seen in the modern Lexus and Toyota products, from the LBX to the ES, etc., which means it's fast and responsive. You can touch these icons on the right hand side here and switch through things that you may want. Now, we have lost the little mouse pad that I have in my car over there, which I kind of get used to. We do have the shortcut key here. You push this button and it brings up a menu for your heated and cooled seats. So you do have freeway heated seats if you want to have them on like so. You can even put them in auto as well, let the car decide what you want it to be. Day like today, allegedly 20 degrees apparently. In September, we're going to be leaving that in automatic. Now, as you can see, nice fast responsive. Won't cover it too much in today's video because I've done it in other Toyota Lexus videos, but that is a little kind of update for this LC. Now, if I put it into reverse, is where you're going to see the cameras pop up. They are 3D 360 cameras, so this is quite a cool little design here. You can touch in and zoom in where you want it to be, and when you drive it's going to remember kind of what was below, so you almost see underneath the car, similar to other Toyota products. I think that's quite cool, and it just means you're able to do a little bit parking neat things you know, without having to worry about scraping the nose, staying in a multi-storey car park, etc. And this is a little thing you can do inside and outside, gives you a little 3D rendering of the car. It is showing a coupe today, but that is what we can do, and you can pause it at any point. It wouldn't be a Cars of Glasgow video without a glove box reveal. Push this little button, softly damped, lined with the fuzzy stuff, and fairly small glove box, same as the coupe, but enough just to fit like a little logbook or something like that in there. On the steering wheel, we do have your cruise control and your lane departure on the right hand side. Left hand side, we do have buttons for your volume, voice control, and this little button here that slides the instrument panel left and right. That's a pretty neat trick. Like, I think that's really cool and out with Lexus. I really haven't seen it in any other cars, but as you can see here, we can swipe through various menu things if you want to see what's going on with the car. Today we're getting 14 to a gallon. And then we can push this button across. Now, these little bits up here, you may be wondering, these are your drive selector modes on the left. So you push it up for Sport, Sport Plus, and it changes the kind of graphics all the way down to Comfort and Eco. Now, these coincide with the adaptive variable suspension. So if you're in Comfort mode, I can attest that this does ride a little bit more comfortably over broken pavement or uneven surfaces like today. We do have a snow mode and a traction control off mode on the right hand side here. Won't be needing either of those today. And over on the right hand side we have your boot release and your full filler cap release. Free settings for your memory seats, or maybe for free drivers you can have that option. Electric folding wing mirrors. We also have door locks, unlock, window switch, and this one's got a little line on it so you know which one's the driver window. Overall material quality is nice and what you'd expect of a 100 grand plus car. This one's 109 as mentioned, and yeah, it's a nice place to be. I love the magnesium paddle shifters, you know, and yeah, the steering wheel's a nice feel. Everything's got a nice air of quality to it, and it is built in Japan. So if you are interested in this car, it's worth checking that video out on YouTube. It's built at the same factory they built the LFA in, and that's pretty impressive. Now, the seats in this car are heated and ventilated, and as you can see, these have got a nice calming kind of beigey tan interior, which I think I quite like. You know, this was one of the colour options I was going to originally go for myself, so I am quite a fan of this colour combo. If it was me, I'd probably have like a green with a tan roof on the exterior, but yeah, this one's quite nice in the Sonic Grey. Now, you may be wondering, this car is just over 4.7 metres in length, 1.9 metres wide, and it's got a height of just 1.35 metres. Wheelbase is about 2.8 metres, and the fuel tank is 82 litres, which means at a full tank you're probably going to be seeing about, what, 100 odd miles of range. Let's just see what we've got there. So we've got 14.1 to a gallon, and if I scroll down, 125 miles, and we've just got about half a tank, so probably about 250, 270 miles of range out of the tank of petrol. Now, there is no heads-up display in this car, but we do have this nice Alcantara material on top of the dash, and it is a very plush place to be. Now we've got little things as well, like your little touch capacitive buttons for your lights up here. And on top of the visors, they're covered in this vinyl rubbery material, and I have noticed for 24 we do have this little cutout here. Don't know if it's just for the convertible or the 24 model, but we do have that there, so it helps with the sun, I guess. Because these seats are multi-way adjustable, I do have plenty of headroom, shoulder room, and I can get myself easily adjusted with the electric steering column as well. So if you are a tall driver, or it's 6 foot plus, you're probably going to find it comfortable for you. The seats themselves are, they are kind of semi more sporting than grand touring in terms of feeling. The side bolstering, you can adjust that at a touch of a button. There's a little circular button at the side of the seat. Touch that and it can adjust the bolster slightly. Okay, so we're going to be driving the LC. So I'm going to put the roof down just because we can, and it's a nice sunny day here. Touch the button, and in front of me here I've got a little gauge that's going like percentage bars. It's got 4 bars that are going up to show you how much the roof has went down. Quite a cool graphic, and there we go. It's a fairly quick little beep to let us know what's happening, and we're good to go now. We've got plane, we've got sunshine, we've got a lot going on, so let's take it out for a quick test drive. Now I'm on uneven surfaces here, which is super fun. I'm telling you, the V8 is the one to get if it's your second or third car. It sounds so good. I know here in Europe you're taxed differently and it might not be possible to get a 5 litre, but honestly the sound is exhilarating. Now let's put it into uncomfort mode, so I'm just going to join this A roads, so just put it into 4 and we're off. And that's 45. Now we're stuck in a line of traffic, but it's pretty impressive. Now let me put all the windows up so we can hear me a little bit better. I'm telling you, I love a convertible. I know in the UK, I think we still buy a lot of convertibles percentage wise because we're ever optimistic about the weather, but like that noise is exhilarating, and the odometer's got 267 miles on it, so going to be easy in this car. Not going to rev it out too much. We are hot enough, but I just don't want to ruin somebody's future car. But yeah, wow. So out on the road, it's pretty smooth. We've driven a few LCs before on the channel. It's the noise of this car that you just do not hear. Like, how many cars in 2024 have got this noise, like from the factory? If you're a petrol head, it's definitely the car to get. If you want a nice weekend toy, it's something to consider. Even if you're going to use this once, twice a month for like date night, it's definitely something you can keep long term, because with Lexus you get a 10-year warranty up to 100,000 miles, provided you service it every year at a Lexus dealer. But like that's like a no-brainer. If you're looking for a car that's going to be reliable and you want to keep it until 2034, why not get a Lexus LC? Now let's just give it a little drive round here. Again, that purple as we drop down the gears. Handling's pretty solid. It's a comfortable cruiser. Think of this as a GT car. It's not a Jaguar F-Type or anything lightweight and sporty. It is a 2-ton vehicle, but put the foot down. And that symphony of V8 comes to life. Now it is a glorious day, and that is a glorious noise. Couldn't be happier. Now, I'm just rambling on before we get too much in this. I'll conclude this video. If you're in the market for a 2+2 6-figure convertible and you like and appreciate natural aspiration, you can live with 14 miles to a gallon, then please go check out the Lexus LC. Go find one, keep it and enjoy it. You can't go wrong with it. So thank you so much for watching this Lexus LC video, and I'll see you next video. Ciao.